Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's Harmonize to Energize presentation. My name is Terry Matthews. I work here at the Scottsdale office as the manager for the office and practitioner, self-help teacher. And it's my pleasure to share with you some of the information I've gleaned personally and information in Mary Burmeister's self-help books. For the past several weeks, we've been focusing on the safety energy locks, which are contained in Self-Help Book 2. And Muriel Carlton once said to me that Mary said to her, if you want to understand Jin Shin Jyutsu, understand the safety energy locks. So we're in a good track here, on a good track. And today we're going to experience safety energy lock 10. So where is safety energy lock 10 on the body? Let's have a look at the slide. So there it is, or there they are, left and right, as you can see, about halfway between the top and the bottom of the shoulder blade, quite close to the spine. And you can find it on yourself by placing your hand underneath your armpits and moving across, if you can, if you're flexible enough. Yoginis or yogis can probably do this quite well. And Mary tells us 10 came into the universe, meaning air, vehicle of the outpouring of limitless life power. Well, number 10 is certainly within second depth, governed by the metal element air, and also the limitless life power coming through that region between 5 and 6 thoracic vertebrae refers to my understanding as a lung safety energy lock. Well, it would be in traditional Chinese medicine. Now, interestingly, in the Tarot book here, Paul Foster Case, where Mary derived a lot of her understandings from, he talks about 10 describing the Wheel of Fortune. And sometimes you'll hear instructors say that number 10 represents the warehouse of abundance. So what are we talking about here? Well, in Paul Foster Case's book, he says, and we can understand this perhaps as the law of cause and effect or the law of karma, every effect is the consequence of preceding causes, and the better we grasp this law of sequence and cyclicity, the greater our command over subsequent events. Well, it's interesting to me, it may not be to you, but number 10 also relates to the heart function energy. It's in the bus line area. And it's actually said that all our thoughts that are the source really of what happens to us, they're the causal level, are contained within a space within us between the physical heart and the abstract or etheric heart, which some people know as the heart chakra. And so we're looking here at opening up that energy lock, allowing more abundance of life power, which can also be interpreted as light power, to heal and harmonize any causal issues that are creating effects that are not in harmony with our true being. So we'll carry on as we usually do by experiencing the safety energy lock with the idea of 4 sets of 9 exhalation inhalations while holding one of the sequences that Mary offers to assist in opening each individual safety energy lock. And here you can see Mary is showing us, or the artist at least, to help open safety energy lock 10, we can hold the high 19s. You just place your thumb underneath your left or right armpit and grasp your tricep muscle, your upper arm muscle here. And this is a high 19, left or right. And it will assist in releasing the same side 10. So this left one will help release the left 10. The right one will help release the right 10. And in doing this, it helps chest congestion, blood pressure balancing, the voice. It releases tension and stress in the knees, the hip, the neck, and the shoulder. These relationships connect to other understandings of how different safety energy locks vibrate at different frequencies wherever they are in the body. But say, for instance, number 10 is like a higher resonance of safety energy lock number 1, which, if you recall, is on the knee. So that'll give you some idea of why the 10 can also help the knee. Anyway, so we have these sequences. The first one is the high 19. The next one is holding the right or left index finger. And then finally, we're going to hold one high 19, whether it's the left, then we hold the opposite high 1, which is on our thigh, our upper thigh here. Or if we're going to hold the right high 19, we're going to go here into the opposite high 1, which would be actually on the left. So great. I hope you're all feeling good, and we'll begin the process holding the high 19s. Here we go. And remember, keep your back as straight as you can. If you need support, place a cushion behind your lower back. And we're just going to relax and be the dropping of our shoulders. You can bow our head slightly, and maybe a smile will emerge. And as it emerges, we're letting go more and more. And Mary would say, let go of all dirt, dust, greasy grime. And we talk about the energy moving from safety energy lock 4 through the 15 at the hip line to the big toe at 7. A spiral as we release the relevant safety energy lock. And then it turns around at the 7. It's recycled, transformed, and purified on the inhale. And as we inhale, that energy goes up the spine, back to the 4, and then we begin again. As we release the dirt, dust, and greasy grime, we're building the new. And then we renew the new by inhaling. So let's do this. 9 exhalation inhalations. Release to build. Renew to rebuild. Holding the high 19. Let's begin. As you're releasing, let those shoulders sink down through the hip line, down to your feet, to the big toe. And really feel this connection with the earth. And as the energy is rejuvenated, purified on the inhale, you renew in order to rebuild again. And here at the 10, we're particularly in that mode of feeling at the bus line, the heart. Sense how you're feeling. We're still in 4. This is a safety energy lock that's part of second depth. When it's disharmonized, we may feel sadness or grief. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like snow, the water element. As water falls down, a waterfall. into the ocean, beneath, into the earth, beneath us. All those sadnesses. And then as we inhale, we're moving up through the 10, that abundance, warehouse, joy, abundance of the life force. Exhale and inhale at your own metabolic rate. There's no competing here. The more you're able to be you, whenever you practice, the more you will progress. You don't have to be anybody else or anywhere else except here and now. Release, let it go. Whatever's bothering your mind, whatever's bothering your emotions, let it go. As we inhale, the purified energy moves up the spine. We're opening up all the other spinal centers, and the wisdom of all these centers will show us that everything is fine. It really is. It's just we need to see a bigger picture. And we do that by being able to, in the moment, choose to let go. When we hold on, things can stagnate, pain can result, and we don't move. But energy moves, and we are energetic beings. We need to dance in the rhythm of the universe. Oh, you may say, but they should not have said that, or I should not have done that, should have, could have. It's okay. Have those thoughts, but let them go. They're not helping. Your soul will give you the answer through your heart, through that 10, that warehouse of abundance. And as you reach the 9th exhalation, inhalation, we slip into the neutral zone, which you could understand or experience as the 9th depth, the vacuum, the space, the emptiness, the no thing. And just observe where you be at this time. Spaciousness. Allow yourself the space to transform. An all-important pause before we begin the second set of exhalations, inhalations. And this time we're going to choose either left or right index finger. And I recommend you do a little bit of detective work. You've got your bust line, waistline, hip line reflected in all the fingers. Now 10 is in the bust line. If that's particularly sore, you might want to hold that segment, or waistline this one, hip line this one. Investigate and choose. Or if you want to do them all, hold them all. And then we begin again. Exhale, drop shoulders, sinking into the hips and the toes. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And on the inhale, receive, renew, purify, in order to rebuild on the next exhale. 9 times, here we go. Feel the body just relaxing as you allow the muscles, the tissues, head to toe, skin to bone, release and let go from heaven to earth. 4, 15, 7. Connect with Mother Earth, who's the nurturer, who will hold you with love and a sense of connectivity. Then as you inhale, you purify what you've received even further so that you can renew and rebuild on the next cycle. Continuous. Every second is different. Every moment of your life, every day, constantly renewing, rebuilding, if we allow it. And if we do, our consciousness can expand, our heart opens more, our awareness grows, and we see a more whole picture of whatever it is we're experiencing. And our senses experience things much more purified and connected to the universal rhythm of life. What more do you want? Oh, I want a car, I want a house, I want a boyfriend, girlfriend, this. Warehouse of abundance, number 10. Open your heart in order to receive. Number 10. Open yourself up to the limitless life power, which will clean the cause and effect cycles within you that may be limiting your thinking, not allowing you to receive what is your abundance. Index finger can harmonize fear, and that's often what restricts us from growing, evolving, and becoming what is actually our birthright. Some will say, it's not very spiritual to have cars, this, that, and the other. It's not about that. It's the intention and awareness and purity that comes with that. Why do you want all that? Is it to serve yourself, or is it to serve yourself and others? We're in binary now, 1 and 0. And you come from you to give to others, exhale, in order to receive. And as you give more, you receive more from that warehouse of abundance. Intention. Open your heart. Let go of the sadness, the grief, the causes. Become the purified effect. Let go of all those false evidences appearing real. And as you come to the 9th exhalation, inhalation, you complete that cycle, slip again into the neutral zone. And be where you be and observe. Be the witness to the wonderful cycle. The being. It's all here. It's also not here, if you see what I mean. It's everywhere. And it's not everywhere. Our senses show us so much. And then. Okay, the 3rd cycle of the exhale inhalations of 9. Remember, it's one of the high 19s, which we began with an opposite high 1, which is the thigh area. So I'm on my left high 19, and my left hand is with my right hand, and my left hand is going on my right high 1. Or the opposite is also true. This is helping energy to mediate, to crisscross the body, helping the binder to bring us back to oneness, wholeness. So whichever one you choose, begin the exhalation, inhalation 9 times. Here we go. Mary often talks about holding the high 19 in a vice-like grip. Well, I think that's possibly because a lot of the energy pathways that go through the arm are often very tight. Lung, large intestine, small intestine, gallbladder. And they're important for letting go of mental, emotional. And so it's probably, possibly, maybe why she said vice-like grip. But be your own testimony. If it hurts, no need to do it. Sometimes no pain, no gain, but tune into your individual need. Same is true of the high one. It may be painful. You be the judge of how much you connect to it, gently or firmly. And then let go. Let go. Let go. Nowhere else to go except here and now, so let go. And then as you inhale, you receive and renew to rebuild. This is a wonderful practice, this particular one, for connecting as above with so below, as above the waistline, so below. And I don't know about you, but I certainly feel more connected when I hold my arm and then leg opposite. I could have done it same side, and that would have been, to those that are aware, supervisor. This is helping mediation, the bridge between heaven and earth. The water element, the flow. We want to let it go to flow. And then as we inhale, the primal fire goes up our legs, from our feet, through our spine, healing, harmonizing, transforming any blockages in our energy centers, up the spine, main central, up to the floor and down again. Wonderful, full of wonder. And perhaps you may tithe some of your material gain. And often you hear people offer 10% of what they've earned gross and give it to others. That magical 10, that warehouse of abundance. Maybe that's a magical way of receiving more. Explore. See what happens. It's a great way of testing how much you trust the law of cause and effect. Oh, if I let it go, will I get it back? Oh, I can't afford it. Let that attitude go. See what happens. See what happens when you trust that the universe has your back. And of course, safety engine lock number 10 is on your back. The warehouse of abundance. Dance with the universe. And it will dance with you. Slow or fast, in your rhythm, and then you meld with the universal rhythm. No comparing, no competing, no timing. It's in its own magical time related to your evolution, your growth, not mine, yours. So as you reach the final, or the the 9th exhalation, inhalation, with this hold, to slip into neutral, be the observer, be the witness, how you feel, how you be. Are you feeling expanded? Maybe you're not. Maybe you are. Just accept what it is. Mary says on page 30, where Safety Energy Lock 10 is described in Self-Help Book 2, balance, harmony. It is as it is, and as it is, it is. Be there, smile. Or some of Mary, it is as it is, are all abbreviations for infinite truth, infinite self, impersonal self. She was basically saying the universe is as it is, so be with it. Be with it, be without it. It's your choice, but it's easier ultimately to be with, be connected. So we can now either choose to do the hug, give ourselves a hug, the thumb under the shoulder girdle and the fingers on the side of the shoulder blade, where we saw halfway down and by the spine is the 10. So this might be a very good one. Or you can choose any one of the holds that we did today, if you feel you need to connect with them even more. They're your friends. Check in. Here we go. 9 exhalation inhalations. So in your own time, as you reach the 9th exhalation, inhalation, whatever you are holding, again, slip into the neutral zone. Be with where you be. That whole expansion, bust line, waistline to hip line, 4, 15, 7, 7, 15, 4. Opening, receiving, exhaling, giving. Safety Energy Lock 10 is maybe more open for you now. Maybe you feel that you can trust more. Maybe you can give more. Maybe you can receive more. Wonderful. Full of wonder. Practice makes progress. We're not looking for perfection. If this is a Safety Energy Lock that you feel will help you grow and evolve, expand, be more giving in order to receive, then practice away. Don't limit yourself to 36. We're talking the cycles of 9. You can do as many as you like, really. You are your own testimony. So, again, thank you all for sharing. I'll just give you I'll just give you a quick view of what's coming up in the Jin Shin world on our website. Here we go. I'll share the screen with you. Here we are on page 1, showing the upcoming online events, Zoom study groups, self-help meditations. That webinar happened with Jill, and you can get the replay. But what she's doing beginning tomorrow is the introduction to the core principles of Jin Shin Jyutsu. Now, for those who are complete beginners and even those who aren't, this is all what you'll be covering. And if it's something you think you would love to learn about or review, then register away. There's the button. You can register there. Beginning November the 6th, we've got Wayne and Carlos doing a 5-day seminar over at 9+1 days. And they've had the early bird, that's over. Anyway, they've got 3 weekends and plus an extra day of answers and questions. The duo of Wayne and Carlos. Registration details, more information. Hit there. Study groups continuing with Margaretti in Spanish. And also it looks as though there's Spanish study group on Jin Shin Jyutsu and the wisdom of numbers. There will be translations because Wayne doesn't speak Spanish. And then another 5-day basic seminar, this time with Anita Willoughby, starting on November the 10th. For those of you that are not aware, if you want to study now to be a Jin Shin Jyutsu practitioner, you can do 2 online 5 days and 1 live, and that will authorize you with Jin Shin Jyutsu to practice. For a more comprehensive connection to all these online events, click on this tab, go all the way down. You can see the daily meditations, Harmonize, 2Energize, which we're doing now. And just in case some of you are not aware, We Are One is now just a Monday and a Wednesday, and Harmonize to Energize is on the Friday. And from next week, because of daylight savings times ending in America, I am choosing to continue teaching at 11 o'clock Arizona time, but that will shift to 1 o'clock New York time and 10 a.m. Pacific time. In order to accommodate that, we'll restart the series, and you'll get a note from Casey in the newsletter. Please re-register, either there on his newsletter or go to the website, find Harmonize to Energize under online events, and re-register there. So again, thank you, everyone, from wherever you are in the world. I hope this has been beneficial, and I look forward to continuing exploring the safety energy locks, and the replay will be with you fairly shortly. If not, you'll find it on YouTube. You can get the self-help books at our store or the ebooks online, and we'll continue the journey next week, 10 a.m. PT, 1 o'clock New York time with Safety Energy Lock 11. So take care. Keep those 10s, that warehouse of abundance, open. Let it grow. Let it expand. Exhale more. Receive more. What could be better than that? All right. Take care, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of the day and a beautiful weekend, rest of the week. And I'll see you next week. Auf Wiedersehen.